Hi guys, welcome back. This is Isa from PrintStick, and in this video I will give you a full overview of the simple planners. So before starting, I just want to mention that I've been using several planners throughout the years and I change constantly. I change my style, so I pick a different planner. But for the past 2 months or so, I've been really consistent using a digital notebook in portrait mode. And I decided that I really like the format of the notebook and that I wish that I had like a planner that looked like that. I wanted the planner part that had the dates and that had the months, so that it would be easier to actually look at the days and weeks when I did have to schedule something for a specific time or day. So this is actually the planner that I have been using. This is the cover that I made for myself. I like making a cover because when you go out to the main GoodNotes page, as you can see a miniature of the cover that you made. So I like it to be cute, you know. I put my name this time, a photo of myself, which I never do, but I think that it's my planner and I get to do that. And in this particular planner, you also have your sections linked here. So this works as a cover page and also as a link page, okay? I'm gonna explain all the details in a second, but just know that this is my cover page and this is what the planner looks like if you haven't done anything to it. Well, I did add this text just to show you. Normally it would come without it, so you won't have these labels here, of course. But I'm gonna start from the beginning. This is your cover area that you get in the simple planner. You actually have it in different colors, and as I mentioned, you have your link sections right here. So if I use my NoPen icon to navigate the links and I click on the number 1, I'm actually going to jump to the first blank section of the planner, and you have 8 blank sections. To go back to my front page or my index page, I'm gonna click on this star at the top here, and that's gonna bring me to the original gray page. So that's what I was trying to explain. I can make a cover page that I can look at when I'm outside, but the link page will always be the gray page the little star icon jumps to. Let me go here to my calendar. So you have a gray color, pink, tan, purple, white, and black. Okay, those are your cover options where you can play and add the elements that you want. You can add any widgets here, calendars, anything else you want, and create your cover page. We move on, we get to the yearly calendar. This comes in either Monday start or Sunday start. So if it's a Sunday start, then of course your month will start with a Sunday, and all these months are linked. So when you tap on a month, you will jump to that page. Okay. After our calendar, we have our monthly spreads. So these are also linked at the top here. As you can see, it says January, February, March. So if you tap on each month, it's going to bring you to that particular spread. Now, something different from this planner and most of my other planners is that this one does not have the weeks in between the monthly spreads. It does come with some weekly spreads, but you have to choose the one you want and you can add it behind the months. Now the undated version will just not have this 2020 number up here. I'll zoom in so you can see. And obviously these numbers will be gone as well, but everything else will look exactly the same. Also, you're able to choose between Monday start, so you will get the days even though you won't have the dates, the numbers. Or you can choose a Sunday start, and in that case you'll start here with Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and so on. Those are the differences. And after your last month, which is December, you can swipe and you'll get to this other index where you have the different spreads that are blank and that you can use as you want in the planner. So the first one is a blank monthly spread, and I added this because, for example, right now I started using this planner in December, but if you remember, it starts in January 2020. So what I did is I copied this blank spread and I added my own dates, and then I started using it in December 2019. So I have a whole video showing you how you can modify these pages to start using the planner, you know, in a different date that is not the date when it starts. So I'm gonna link that down below, but that's what this page is for. Then you have your weekly layout here. So you have 7 rows divided into boxes, and you can use this as you best want. You do have some space in each of these spreads that says week off, and then you can write the dates when you're gonna be using this spread. And to go back to all of my spread options, click on this tab up here, and then we have our layout too. So very similar, but then you only have 1 box and 7 rows. Go back. Now here you have 8 boxes, so you can use 7 for one for each day of the week, and the last one could be for notes. Then you have this other spread that I personally like a lot. You have more space, and then you have 8 boxes as well, so you can use 7 for your days and 1 for notes. And the last spread is again 8 boxes but vertical. So as you can see, you get different options. Here you would enter the dates, the days, and you can arrange it with any fonts you want, any colors. It's very customizable. And now if I keep swiping, I get to my yearly overview. I did not put the labels of the months because the way I've been using this is every year by these dates, you know, when the new year starts, I actually enter my goals of what I want to do. I do 12 goals usually, and since this tab is linked throughout the planner, it's very easy for me to come back at any point in the year and check how my goals are going, if I'm getting closer or if I'm not really working hard enough and stuff. So I just kept it blank. If you want to do this as a yearly overview, you can just add the months to each of these boxes, and you can use it that way. You can use it to track birthdays, things like that, up to you. I'm gonna swipe, and then I get to my weekly spread, and I like this one because you can enter the things that you have to do every week, right? So not a week in particular. So every Monday I have to take my son to his horseback riding classes, for example. Tuesdays I have my workouts. Wednesdays, I don't know, I want to go to the movies, things like that. So you just add the main things that you do, and it's kind of a nice reminder. So when you're planning your actual weeks, you can come back here and be like, no, Thursdays I have this thing and I'm not going to be available. You have a blank box here to enter whatever you want. You have a little checklist here for things to do, and one other box that says special attention to keep important reminders or notes. Keep swiping, and then you get to your daily spread. This one has an hourly part that runs from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. and it goes by half hour. So you have 8, 8:30, 9, 9:30, and so on. And up here it doesn't say anything, but this is where you would enter the date for whichever day you're using this particular spread. Then you have your priorities of the day. You have some space to write that little checklist or things you need to get done. You can also enter your meals. Again, I left this blank. This could be breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. That's how I usually do it. And then you have another box for notes, stickers, or anything else you want down here. And all the spreads in this planner are linked. So the yearly one is this tab. The other weekly one we just saw is here, and this is the daily one. The way I use this, and I'll show you that in a second, is I enter my page. I don't use this every day. I only use it most of the time when I'm traveling and I have to pack things and I can't forget things. So that's when I want to be really detailed about my day. That's when I will use these spreads. But also in other days, other occasions that I have an event or I have to prepare for something special, then I use these pages. So the way it works is I fill it in, I do all of my info, and when the next day when I need a daily spread comes, I duplicate this spread and wipe clean the original one. This might be confusing, and I'll show you exactly how to do it in 1 second, but just know that that's how this works. It's one page that you can duplicate and use as needed. Then we go to our meal planner, and this is really cool. I kept the meal planner here weekly, so you have 7 rows and up to 5 meals that you can plan. And then you have your workout tracker. So again, you have 7 days of the week, what exercise you did, how long, and how I felt. And you also have a water tracker. So the way this works, you would just fill in with your pen tool. I'll choose a blue color, and what I do is like every cup of water, you know, or every big sip of water, I just make it into a drop. My goal is to have like 8 a day, and you can have up to 10. So that's how I do it. It's very interesting when you start tracking your water, you realize most of us don't really have as much as we should. Then I'm gonna deactivate my toolbar to navigate my links again, and then we go to our notes page. This time I made it very detailed. I kept appointments. So again, this is a page that you don't have to use for a single day. You can just keep it here as you go, and then just jump back from any place in your planner and be like, oh, what appointments did I have? And then you would write down the time of the appointment, what the appointment actually is, or where you need to go. And once you're done, you can just cross that out, but keep the other appointments. Then you have a grocery list. You do have another list of things that you have to get done. You don't particularly have a specific time or day when you need to get it done, but it has to be done, so you can keep that information here. I made a box that says to contact, to buy, and chores. And after that we have our grid papers. So I'm not sure if you can tell, but this is a dotted spread. Then you have a ruled page. Then you have a graph page and an all white page. I've seen many of our group members use these graph papers as extra sections, so you can also do that. For example, I heard one girl was using the dotted spread for her work, so she knew that the dot is her work. This was for home, and so on and so on. So you can do that and use this as extra sections. And then you get to your actual blank sections. I could not decide whether I wanted this paper to be all white or dotted, so what I did is I did add a dotted grid, but it's so faint, super light, I'm not even sure you can see it on the camera, but it actually has a dot grid that is very light gray. So if you need guidance to draw a square or to organize your sticker, something like that, you have it. But at the same time, if you enter another insert or photos or something, you don't want the dots to really show, well, you can't see them that easy. So that's what I did. Let me know what you think about this idea. But all of these sections have the same paper, so they're all blank. Remember, you can just copy this page and paste it right behind this section so that the section has more than one page. Then we get to your final section, and if you swipe, you'll have more dotted paper, ruled, graph, and all white, but these ones don't have any tabs selected. So what I do is I use this to fill in the space in my sections or behind any other page where I need a white spread, but I don't want the tab to be selected because that could be confusing in the future. Keep an eye out for my next video where I will show you how I've been using this planner. So that's it for the simple planner. I hope you like it. There is the simple stickers that I will show you in a separate video, and there are also some new widgets coming to the shop soon, so keep an eye out for that. For the time being, you can use any of the existing sticker books or widget library from the shop to add widgets to your front page, add stickers to decorate your planner pages, and so on. If you have any questions, just drop me a comment below. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, so you don't miss out on any future videos. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.